Planet Zoo has just announced the Tropical Pack DLC. This is incredible. This is just great. I'm watching it with you guys. It's great, and we're going to go through and kind of pick out the pieces and kind of talk about what is happening in this trailer. But of course, before we do get started, there are 5 animals in here. Probably the most looming one for me is the three-toed sloth, otherwise known as a brown-throated sloth, otherwise known as a brown-throated three-toed sloth. Either way, it's not really common in zoos. It is not at all in Europe, and I believe there's only one place in North America that has them. Nonetheless, it's a sloth rig. That is all we need to work with. It's going to be inside of the walkthrough exhibit, which it's okay. I don't personally care for that personally, but hey, what can you do? Besides that, we also have the red river hog, which we'll see in the trailer. We also have the fossa. We also have the largibbon. And I believe, what's the last one? Asian water monitor. That's a really funky one. Everyone thought it was going to be like a Thomas Stoma, but Asian water monitor is going to be so cool. I hope it can climb. Okay, now keep in mind when I'm going through this, there isn't the official forum post. There isn't any like Steam information out there. So keep that in mind as we kind of go throughout here. There's probably more pictures if you check out those. If you're on the forums, go check them out. But without further ado, let us check us out what we have to work with over here. So I have to give a huge shout out to Kat, who is a lovely, lovely team member over there at Frontier, for allowing me the chance to actually get this pack early, or at least view it early. So that is just really funky. So before we even get started over here, let's go back, because just in this shot alone, there is so much to work with. We could see that we have new ferns over here. We have the pitcher plants over here, which are just really, really cool to have that. We have the Rafflesia over here. Very cool stuff. And then moving on from there, we can also check out what else is in store. If I just hit play, actually no, before we even hit play, there are leaves on the ground, so let's hope that those are flexi-color. Last time we got fallen leaves, they were not flexi-color, so that was a little bit of a shame. We also, I believe, have some new vines happening over here, so that is very cool. We have these new air plants. I don't know, just so much stuff in this one picture alone that I don't even want to continue on. I just want to live in here. But regardless, we can see that the gibbons are actually breaking. It looks so uncannily like my mod. I don't know why. I just find that so funny. However, they will be able to make noises just like largibbons, so that's going to be cool. But we can get a first look into what's happening behind here with like all this stuff. Can I zoom in on here? Can I like zoom? Hello? I guess not. But you can see that we have all that lovely new Southeast Asian scenery back there. So that is very cool to see. Very happy to see that stuff. We can also see just the other path amenities and stuff. We'll see like the actual path in a little bit. This just gives us another shot into kind of like the area. We'll talk about that thatch right now, because I think that's the next shot. So I believe this thatch might be flexi-color. Don't hold me to that, but it's still, like, I'm aiming for that. I am gunning for that. Please have it be flexi-color Frontier. That would be incredible to have. But you can see there's so much detail in here. I believe that is a new path. So that's kind of what Hexabit was actually working on for his path pack. So that is just quite hilarious to see indeed. But that's just a really solid path to have. Beyond that, you could see that there is that beautiful Southeast Asian inspired building over to the right. That has so many different pieces happening in there. I'm trying to like lean into my computer to see like all the intricacies of what's happening in there. But that is just a really gorgeous piece. I don't know. Really, really beautiful set dressing this time around. And I'm so happy. Okay, yep, Red River Hog right there. I am so happy that this is a scenery pack. It makes me so excited just to have all these new pieces. I believe that these kind of like walls are mossy covered too, so that's probably going to be 2 flexi color channels. We could see that we got the new Red River Hog statue right there. We have an incense burner. Many people are probably going to say, but oh my gosh, I can't believe we're getting the Red River Hog in like an Asian kind of statue. Just pretend it's a Visayan wordy pig. I feel like that's going to be fine. But the Red River Hogs, look at them. That is so cool. Hold on. Let me actually do a little bit of something over here. Let me pull up paint and let's kind of dig into these. Granted, we can't really see much. That is a little bit of a shame. But you can see that these guys are just chilling back here. It's just really great that we got these guys in the game officially. Really, really solid animal to have. Extremely common in zoos. That is for a good reason. Red river hogs can actually breed very efficiently and very quickly, which leads to a lot of surplus red river hogs in like the AZA and stuff like that. That's why pretty much every zoo has them. Moving on from there, we also have our first look at the Asian water monitor. We get another look in just a few seconds, but you could see that this is beautiful scaling patterns right here. Just a really solid animal, super common in zoos, unlike this guy right over here, but you could see the Asian water monitor swimming right over there. I really hope that it does climb, because Asian water monitors, if you go to a zoo, you will always see that they have climbing stuff in their habitats. So I really hope that this isn't just like a quick one done clone. I really hope that they actually went the extra distance to bring in a lot more of its naturalistic behaviors into it. But a man can dream, can he? Three-toed sloth. I have my choice opinions over here. I'm just going to be thankful that we have a sloth to begin with, because we haven't had a sloth since Zoo Tycoon 3, and before that we never did have sloths, so it's just really cool to see that. But I bet they went for it for like the iconic face and whatnot. I mean, I can't really deny that that is a solid addition right there. And you can see that they do have the walkthrough enclosure over here. I don't think that there's anything out here that contributes to the walkthrough, unless if it's right there or like hiding in there. Regardless, it's not going to be a good picture. We're just going to wait for the reveals to happen. But you can see that there is a little bit of climbing enrichment in there for them. So it's going to be cool to see. And again, another better look at the actual pathway over here. Really super realistic. Really happy with that, actually. It just looks like a solid path. Really awesome stone pieces too. These like little ones with the ports and like the windows. That's going to be super awesome to see. And that is a new brick set right over there. Very clean brick set. That reminds me of something that Haribo would make out of like a million different pieces. So that is just really swanky right there. And you can see that the Largibbons have their color variations. So of course, as we all know, which I was just brought onto recently, Largibbons can either be black or yellow. It really depends on how they're really feeling. It's not a sexual dimorphic kind of thing, even though some subpopulations do have sexual dimorphism, but it's very much a standard animal kind of thing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. I hope that these like roof pieces are placeable down from the start, because I find it so tricky to build in that kind of style. We also get another look at these ferns over here. Those are so gorgeous. I wish I knew what kinds those are, but they just look incredible. Beyond that, we can also see they can use the branches to brachiate. Not the branches, but the ivy. Really, really great stuff right there. And I believe that's why they also included the free update stuff where it's like you can toggle on and off for brachiation. I don't know. I'm just very excited for that. And I kind of just skipped right ahead after looking at this stuff. Rafflesallia's down there, of course, just a very beautiful flower that smells like crap. In case you guys don't know, it's also known as the corpse flower. You could probably guess why. But you could see that we have this beautiful overlook into this little area in this map. It's just really, really awesome stuff. Can't wait to see this pack with all you guys. This is just, oh, it's so good. I can't wait. But I'll just play the trailer again for you guys. Just check that out. And yeah, let's kind of talk about it. So obviously, I feel like a lot of people don't really want scenery packs anymore. I feel like that is something that, you know, the community has kind of had its share of. But if you're including this much scenery in here, when the scenery is useful stone pieces, useful wood pieces, or useful plants, I think it makes it entirely worth it in the end. I think just having that kind of stuff in here alone makes it so worth it for a zoo like this, for a game like this, really, about zoos. And yeah, that's really it. I don't know. Super excited. I want to know what you guys have to say. I'm relatively happy with all these choices. If I could change anything, I'm thinking I probably would have traded out the gibbon for a tree kangaroo. I think that is pretty glaringly obvious. Asian water monitor is cool, though I feel like it's not necessary. I don't know, I feel like that could have been something else. I feel like Thomas Stoma would even be a really cool addition. Given how well Frontier does reptiles, I'm happy that we have them regardless. But that is just going to be a very interesting addition. But thinking about everything else, three-toed sloth, obviously I feel like that should have been a two-toed sloth, but who am I to say? Red River Hog is perfect. Like, I couldn't think of a better animal to throw in here. Would I have wanted this to be an animal pack? I think after we actually get the chance to play around with the scenery, I'll definitely want it to be a scenery pack, because I'm looking at all these pieces right now, kind of just scrolling through the trailer, and it is gorgeous. It is top tier. I'm happy about this. Excited about it. And yeah, I mean, the animals are cool, but I'm more excited about the plants. Excited to start, like, a new tropical map and stuff like that. Do we know if this will break mods? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I hope it doesn't. It's always the same thing. I hope it doesn't, but preparing that it does. I can't guarantee that I can get everything updated in time. Again, I'm still working through updates from 1.9, but I'll definitely try and do my best to kind of delegate it out with some friends, just so that we could get everything, like, through the entire community updated. If something were to break, scenery is going to be a little bit more tricky, because Nick and I both have full-time jobs now. It's terrifying. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let me know what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Be sure to stay subscribed to keep up to date with all your tropical pack news for Planet Zoo. And I can't wait to see you all in the next episode. So take care, have the most wonderful of wonderful days, and get your tropics on. That's weird. Okay, bye.